I want to talk about the strategy I used to get into this long trade where I was able to take a long from the low right down here at 22,746 and then take profit right up here where we're currently finding resistance at 23,078. My entry 22,746, TP 23,078. This is an amazing trading strategy. It gives you plenty of confirmation, very low risk, high reward. Let's get into it. So, yesterday I was waiting for price to come down into my zone, long zone number 1, where I was looking for a CDW. Okay, now of course this is after getting the rejection from our short zone right up here, the setup that we did give over in the VIP Discord to take a short from that area. In fact, the short that I am currently still holding. And by the way, if you want to join the VIP Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. If you do want to trade on ByBit and take advantage of 0% limit fees, check that out, affiliate link in the description, only if you know what you were doing. So I was waiting for price to come down to my level to get a long trade, and I was looking for specific confirmations on the chart. I was looking for bullish divergences on the 24-minute time frame and under. Now, as you can see, we did not come down into that box. We absolutely did front run my level. But what we did get were bullish divergences on the 24-minute time frame. We also got bullish divergences on the 12-minute time frame, giving us that very, very beautiful uneven butt cheek pattern where as the price is getting lower, the left butt cheek is nice and big and juicy and round, and oh my goodness, it's full of cottage cheese and ravioli and gravy is just flowing out of the butt cheek, and I want to grab it and squeeze it and eat it, oh my goodness. And then over here on the right-hand side, as you can see, we have this very, very skinny butt cheek right here. You know that skinny butt cheek, like, that old waitress at the diner. You know that old lady, that skinny old lady who talks like this with a Brooklyn accent because she smokes too many cigarettes? This is exactly what we saw over here in Market Cipher B, all right? She's coming out limping with your coffee because she can't walk straight with those glutes, okay? But look where the money is. It's over here. Now, when you see your level get front run with confirmations that you were already waiting for, this does not mean the opportunity is missed. What it does mean is that you now need to look for another opportunity to get in, because in my mind, this symbol right here, the uneven butt cheek pattern on the 24-minute time frame, especially when we see those two big green dots, at least two of them down below, that is a bottom signal where we can look for more upside. So as you can see, I did not long the bottom. I got in a retracement, and this is exactly where we need to look to get in now at a retracement. So how are we going to do this? We are going to be using a tool called coinalize.net, and we are going to be using Fibonacci. Once you notice that price, for example, puts in that first low, let's go down to our 24-minute time frame, puts in that first low, we want to be looking for a retracement, and we want to be looking for something called absorption or a CVD divergence. Now, the way I like to use my Fibonacci typically is I like to pull it from the swing low to the first high that we put in. However, a lot of times when we get a wick like this, we will want to not pull it from that massive wick, but we will want to pull it from the level where clearly we were forming a real bottom, and this wick was just an anomaly. This happens many, many times. I encourage you to experiment with your fibs like this, because this can actually give you now an area to look for an entry. And we need to understand that we can look for an entry on this golden pocket, or we can continue to pull it from the low and be looking for a retrace all the way down to this area. But whatever the case is, we need to be aware of these zones. And when price is getting a retracement down to that zone, and by the way, the way you're going to actually pull the fib is you're going to come over here to Fibonacci and go on Tools. You're going to pull it from the low that was put in right here, and you're going to drag it up to that first high. Because remember, when we're pulling our fib, price does not look like this. In hindsight, price is going to be looking like this. And then we want to set an alert for when price is coming down to this golden pocket level. The golden pocket, by the way, guys, is the 0.65 and the 0.618 Fibonacci levels. When price comes down to that area, we're going to be looking for three things. We are going to be looking at coinalize.net. We're going to be asking ourselves, do we see the following? If we're looking to take a long trade, we want to see, is price making a higher low? Okay, we want to be able to connect a trend line from a low on the chart to a higher low and see that price is indeed making higher lows. Then we want to come over to indicators and type in CVD. We want to type in open interest and put those two indicators down here on the chart. What we want to see is something called absorption or CVD divergence. If the price is making a higher low and open interest is increasing, this is telling us that the price is moving and is being fueled by new traders opening up trades. Open interest is simply just, Are traders opening trades or are they closing trades? If traders are opening trades and price is moving, that's telling us price is being moved by traders opening new positions. If, however, price is moving, like for example, this massive move down is happening with a massive decrease of open interest, that's telling you this price action to the downside is not happening because new people are opening shorts, but it's happening because longs are getting wrecked. Now, what is the CVD? This is telling us are more traders longing or shorting. If the CVD is going down over time, that's telling us traders are shorting, right? If the CVD is going up, that's telling us traders are longing. So right here, this move to the upside was fueled by new traders entering the position, as can be seen by increase in open interest. Those traders were entering long, as can be seen by the CVD coming up, and we got a movement to the upside. And that's what we would expect because the market is moved by traders. More longs and shorts, price goes up. More shorts than longs, price goes down. Now, what if you see something like this? What if you see price getting higher over time, but you see more people shorting than longing? What is that telling us? That is telling us that the retail traders are FOMOing short because they think, oh no, after this wick, we're going to dump. But because we can look into the order book and see what is actually happening in real time, okay, we can see this whale right here is actually absorbing those retail traders FOMOing short, okay? He's happy because he has a limit order set down here and he wants to long Bitcoin. But in order for him to long Bitcoin, he needs a whole bunch of FOMO retail traders to short the bottom. Now, as these retail traders are shorting this whole area, as can be seen by our open interest increasing and our CVD decreasing, this whale is filling up his position. And once his position is full, boom, we are going to get a move to the upside. Now, when you see this happening at a key zone of support, like a Fibonacci golden pocket retracement, that is a great place to enter into a trade. Now, also, what I like to look for on Market Cipher B is I want to see continued momentum getting higher to the upside. So, as we did come down to our golden pocket for our retracement, what happened? We could see that the money flow was continuing to come higher here. We can see that the momentum waves were continuing to get higher here. And even if we go down to a lower time frame, we can see that we were printing trigger waves on the 6-minute time frame. We could clearly see that the momentum and the money flow was curving to the upward direction as we came down to our golden pocket. Why is this such a juicy potential trade entry? Because it gives us potential for very low risk, high reward. Okay. What this can allow me to do is grab an entry where my stop loss only needs to be, especially if we see that we're bouncing from this level. I know that if we are really going to be bouncing from the golden pocket, I only need to put my stop loss below that 786 to be safe. Okay. This allows me to enter a trade with very, very low risk, and it gives me an entry as opposed to just looking at the chart and saying, oh my goodness, we're bouncing. Let me enter a trade randomly. Honestly, if you enter a trade randomly, you have to put your stop loss way down here. But if you have an entry point where you know the invalidation of your idea, again, the idea is that we're bouncing from the golden pocket zone. That's the hypothesis. So if we're wrong about our hypothesis, well, we get out of the trade and wait for the next one. This allows us to enter a trade with only 0.2% risk. Okay, very tight stop loss, very easy to enter into the trade. Now, where do we set take profits? Very simply, we set take profits at the next zones of support and resistance that we see on the chart. And if we come over here to the, hang on, this is still in hindsight mode. If we come over here to our chart, we can see that the next zone of support and resistance is very clearly this 1 hour order block that we have right over here, where the candles have found a sticking point in the past, right? We can clearly see on the way down, these candles have found a sticking point in the past. That is called an order block. That's where we look for our TP1. In addition to that, if we go ahead and pull the fib from the high to the low, we can see that the golden pocket 786 zone is also coming in right around this area, giving us massive confidence that a real nice TP1 should be taken somewhere in this zone. Okay, and so that is how you're going to set up your trade, where you know, let's say you're shooting for the golden pocket only and you're going to close the whole position at the golden pocket. Okay, that would be, you know, depending on if you include that wick or not, that would be right around $23,000. So we know if we're going to be taking the trade from $23,000, this is an excellent setup objectively because there's 7 times more potential reward than there is risk. We're risking 0.2% to earn 1.6%. That is a great risk to reward ratio. And if we're always looking for entries like this, again, we can be taking with a 7-to-1 risk reward, we could take 7 losses in a row and then break even on that 8th trade. Because, what's 2 times 7 is 1.4%. And then on that, after 7 losses, we lose 1.4%. And that final gain, we make back about 1.5, 1.4%. And we basically break even, right? So this is setting us up for success because the trades we're taking, even if it's a loss, who cares? If we're looking for setups like this, the losses don't matter because the wins will overtake the losses. Now, this is if you're taking full position size out of the trade at your TP1. Now, as you can see, I have not done that. Right? I have not done that. I am still holding out for higher prices. We do really need to be aware that this is resistance right here. But I have a plan to manage the trade to ensure that I'm going to be closing it in a win right now. And this stop loss is not accurate. This is not an accurate stop loss here. I have it down here so I can move it wherever I would like to move it. And I have TP set along the way up. Now, guys, if you want to learn this more in depth, check out the courses, jasoncaspertrading.com. We have 2 courses, an advanced course that goes over order flow and exit charts, and the blueprint course that will give you the knowledge and skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. This course will give you the clear point A to point B comprehensive system so that you always know where you're looking to enter a trade, take profit, etc., etc. How to stop trading with emotion, guys, and just read the charts and feel confident in your trades. That is it, guys, for today's video. May God bless you all in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, Yeshua, the Messiah. If you found any value, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace.